Hello, in this video we're gonna cover the GL triangle fan. So what is a triangle fan? A regular triangle has three vertices, that's the correct way of saying it. So we have one vertex here, and yeah, we got three vertices. And this is how a triangle will be drawn. Pretty simple stuff. But with a triangle fan, one vertex acts as a central vertex, and I'm just going to designate this one as a central vertex. Central vertex is whatever is specified first. So let's just say I specify this one first, and what it does, it draws triangles around that vertex. So every single triangle that you draw within a triangle fan has one vertex that is always the central vertex. So imagine if I were to specify another point vertex right here, what it would do is create another triangle. So what it would do it like, see, we'll go boom, boom, you've got another triangle. Imagine if I specified another vertex down here. It will create, as you would expect, another triangle like so. So it's creating a triangle round and round. Obviously you don't have to be round and round. They could be larger, smaller, do whatever you want. You might be looking at it and thinking, wait a second, the example I'm using, I'm going round and round. Could I in theory draw a circle with a triangle fan? And yes, you could. And not only could you, people do use a triangle fan for drawing a circle. The more triangles you have, aka the more vertices that you specify, the circular, the more round your circle looks. So you may have played games where you get close to an object that's meant to be circular, meant to have a rounded edge, but they have a bunch of straight lines, and that's simply for processing reasons, because obviously they have to process less vertices, therefore it's easier on the hardware. But the disadvantage for the user is it doesn't look circular. This was especially noticeable in objects such as barrels back in the 90s, games such as Unreal, and Half-Life, where some of these barrels, though they were meant to be circular barrels, they had 6-7 sides, and that is not a circular barrel by any stretch of the imagination. Even if you're far away from it, it still doesn't look circular. Whereas a lot of objects nowadays in games, though they don't look circular when you get really close, they still look circular when you're far away. So that's just something to bear in mind. To actually code this, it's really simple. First of all, we're going to create a GL float array, and we're going to call it triangle vertices equals, and in here it's going to put the central coordinate at 320 by 240. This is the center of my screen, and I'm going to move the coordinate by 370, then up by 50 in the y-axis, or 290 in total. So it's just a little higher than the central coordinate. I need a comma there. And the last coordinate I'm going to set it as 420 by 240 by 0. So it's going a little lower, but it's further along in the x-axis. We will specify another coordinate, but I'm just going to show you this working first. To draw a triangle fan, it's really simple. Just do GL enable client state. We're just telling OpenGL that we're dealing with a vertex array. Now we point to our vertices array. For the size is just how many axes we are using. We're using 3, so we specify the number 3. Type is GL underscore float. Destroyed is the gap between vertices for stuff like color. As we have one vertex after another vertex after another vertex, we specify this as 0, and for the pointer you simply specify your vertex array. Now you do GL draw arrays. The drawing mode is GL underscore triangles, triangle fan. So triangle underscore fan. First we are starting at the 0 index and we have 3 vertices. Finally, we do GL, disable client state. This simply lets OpenGL know that we have finished dealing with a vertex array. So now let's just run this. There you go, we have a triangle. You might be wondering why this flicked and changed size and changed position when I moved my window. It's simply because I've sort of hacked the way my screen and resolution appears for recording videos. It looks better this way, but as a result I just have to do this little minor thing for it to update. You don't have to worry about that because you and your users won't be doing anything like this to your screen, so it's nothing for you to worry about. So what we're going to do is specify one coordinate down here, just the one, and we'll get another triangle drawn. So if we do 370 by 190 by 0, so it's 370 along, which is in line with this coordinate here, but we're going down by 50, so the coordinate is right there. So if we run this now, it won't work, or it will, but it'll just show one triangle because we need to update the number of vertices that we are using. We have a triangle here, then we have another triangle, and this is the center point. If, for example, I were to lower this by, I'll put this as 100, and I'm going to put this as 200, run this now. Actually, no, don't want that, because I want an extra vertex, my bad. So I'm going to put this at 200, 100, and I just need to update this so we're using 5 vertices, not 4. And there we go, we have our first triangle, then our second triangle, and then our final vertex, which makes this really elongated triangle. It basically looks like there's a square here, rotated, and a triangle that's sort of sticking out from it. Almost like the square's launching off or is trailing some smoke or particle effects behind. So that's it for triangle fans. If you have any questions, feel free to post them on our education platform, sonarlearning.co.uk. There'll be a link in the description. There'll be another link in the description to the source code from this video and the source code from every other video in this series. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and comment, as it really does help. And as usual, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.